Hey guys, happy Saturday afternoon. I hope everyone's doing well. Everyone in Dinarland, every guru that includes me, every other guru is gave an incorrect explanation of the CBI website, guys. I had a chance to talk to Pimpy. He's an amazing analyst. He gets all the credit for this. So I want to just explain what him and I discussed. And let me put this again. I got all this from Pimpy, so I want to put this into a correct, better understanding for you guys. Let's forget about everything else that you've seen and heard today on this. Let's start over, clear your mind of all the old information. Let's look at it from the new angle that I'm going to share with you right now. Okay. So, again, this is the Central Bank of Iraq website. Now, right here it says currency issued. What does currency issued mean, guys? It has nothing to do with money supply, okay, or the M0. So all the information you guys have heard and has been shared with you is incorrect. Currency issued means, again, this is based on monthly calculations. So currency issued is how much total dinar was printed and released, and it's the combined value. So remember, guys, December's not even over and done with right now. November is. So that's why if we look at the last, what I did was I got a chart from you guys that goes from the beginning of September basically through the end of November, because we won't even see December right now because December's not even done and over with. So I tried to go September through December, but as you guys can see, the farthest the chart would allow us to view is November. They're saying for the month of November within 2019 that the CBI printed a combined total value worth of 5 million dinar worth of notes. Again, 5 million dinar value worth of notes. Okay. So that's all that means, nothing more. Now, again, this has nothing to do with money supply. So let's get down to let's dive deep into this. Why did it drop significantly? Guys, what started happening on 10/1? The demonstrations did. Okay. So after talking with Pimpy, guys, the most logical reason why this most likely started to slide from close to the beginning of October, because right here it actually says October right here on this dot. It shows you that from October, where they were actually printing and issuing and releasing or distributing, because that's what issuing means, distributing 50 million dinar, an amount worth of 50 million dinar, again because combined value. They went from an amount of 50 million dinar, okay, down to November of just 5. There's a good chance, guys, that the demonstrations have restricted them from being able to print and release large amounts of dinar into circulation. So ultimately, guys, this is all speculation right now. We need to watch how this plays out going into, say, January and February and so forth, going into Q1 of next year. We need to see how these numbers change to see, why they are actually printing and releasing, why they have started printing and releasing less dinar, again, starting at the point of October. And October was simply when the demonstration starting. That the demonstrations could have prevented them from printing and releasing as much dinar as they would like to. But again, what we're sharing with you is speculation. We don't know this for a fact. We need to see how this graph changes, or with going into Q1 of next year, to try to get a better understanding or a better reading on this, guys. But again, this I wanted to correct, because what I shared with you was incorrect, and I'm admitting that. Every other guru has not shared accurate information. Again, it's currency issued, which means distributed or released into money. It's dinar released, the value of that amount of dinar released and issued into circulation for that month. It's all that means, nothing more. Has nothing to do with the money supply. Now, this was from earlier. This is Iraq's money supply. Okay, so notice how right here it says unit IQD in billions, and notice how it has 4 numbers. So what that means is billion times 4, which would be 1,000. Okay, well, billion times 4, guys, that is trillion. So right here they're showing you, again, this was July. So this would be August. They're basically saying that as of August, they had about 76 trillion dinar worth of circulation, or worth of dinar that physically in circulation. But that's again, that's most likely the combined value, not individual notes. Okay, so as of August, Iraq most likely has 76 trillion, again times 1,000 because it's billion times 1,000 right here. 76 trillion. That would be like the combined value worth of dinar in circulation for the month of August, 76 trillion. Okay, so, and notice how this says money supply M0. Okay, now if we go back to here, see how this one says unit IQD in the million. Okay, and then it even has, after it's got like the 4 numbers, it has a decimal point of 20. So this would be billion times 1,000, which is trillion. Okay, if we go back to here, it doesn't say unit. Okay, the decimal point, it doesn't give you a unit. It just flat shows you 1 million. And the decimal point, guys, is very clearly right there. Okay, so what this is saying, this is how much combined value, how many millions of dinar combined value that they printed and released into circulation for each month, nothing more. So right now, this data really doesn't mean anything to us, because the trend or pattern in this is it started to actually significantly reduce and come down. The amount of dinar that was printed and released into circulation started within October, as you see right there. Okay, so, and again, guys, that could have been caused due to the demonstrations. We have to, this is all just a speculative guess right now. We have to see this play out, see how it happens. But guys, this is the correct information we're sharing with you so that everyone has a correct understanding and nobody's misled. So myself and every other guru who talked about this earlier today, guys, was wrong and incorrect. So this is the correct understanding. Just wanted to share that with you and give you a better understanding of what all this correctly means. Again, guys, Pimpy gets all the credit for this. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. And guys, there it is. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your weekend.